I think I have been pitching almost all the founders of these platforms. So
yeah, good. Yeah, we had a lot of investors on here today. I don't know how many we had today, but we had a lot. I think we're like almost 70 pitches right now, so this is pretty amazing, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me give a quick synopsis. So we're live now, and you know, so I'm one of the co-founders of Pitch Investors Live. So you know, we created this platform in order to help entrepreneurs like yourself and startups basically accelerate the process of being able to go to market, get to actualization, if you want to call it. And you know, there's a lot of gaps, and like, to be honest, like, so a lot of these platforms today are like very antique. They're, you know, so old. They're not really like facilitating the entrepreneurs and startups, and they're so monotonous, and they're actually really boring. You know, so we created Pitch to basically make it way more instantaneous to help you, you know, get your funding, get critique on your project, present strategic partnership, and get like exposure, right? Because thousands of people are watching some of these pitches and everything like that. So it's not just us that you're pitching everyone else, right?
Yeah.
It's been and you knowing because you've already taken some pitches on our platform, right?
Yeah, and if you let me give you some comments about this, it's like, I understand what are you doing. Do you hear me there?
Yeah, I hear you good. Yeah, I can hear you good.
Oh, okay, because I see your screen black.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it looks pretty good. Yeah. Let me see.
Okay.
It looks like you look perfect to me. Let me double check right here, but everything should be good.
You look like in a screen black. You look like everything is black in your side.
Ah, okay. No. If you have Facebook, like what I do is I keep a big screen on and I can see it on multiple devices, but I see myself perfectly. I see you. Looks good.
Okay. That's great, man. So what I was thinking the last time, it's like all the businesses have some timing, right? It's like there are some ideas that they need some time for people to understand that this is the future of pitching. So to make a pitch, right? So I love the idea that you have Brian and Kevin and these sharks and these guys because they understand the model. It's like they are not just people that they put money in a business and that's it. No, it's like everyone understands that this model is maybe 2 or 3 years ahead of what people understand how the pitching stuff is. So it's like, man, we just need to wait. It's like you think about everything because you think about blockchain. I know that you thought also about intelligent contracts with the blockchain. It's like it's obvious for that reason.
Smart contracts, man. Yep.
Yeah, smart contracts. So it's like if you do that and you also make the public to invest money to the entrepreneur that is pitching right now. So you have the investor, you have the watchers, like maybe $5, $10, $20, $50. It's like a combination of the people that are looking at the pitch, the investor that want to invest the money and have the strategic partner, entrepreneur, and doing that with a smart contract and everything via blockchain. Man, that's the future of making a pitch. It's the future. But the stuff is like the timing, man. It's like right now it's just you just wait. It's the way I see it. And I love what you are doing.
You're 100%. We appreciate that, first of all, like, you know, because we've been building this, you know, now for a little bit of time. You know, Pitch has been around a little bit longer. We just started accelerating a lot more at the beginning of last year, towards the middle of last year. You know, launched more of the different apps, the progressive web app at the beginning of this year. But it's like the timing is coming. And, you know, one of the reasons that we haven't launched the technology, which is called atomic swaps, was because we have a lot of regulation behind all this, and we're so ahead of blockchain and cryptocurrencies that it's like, you know, we have to basically dot our I's and cross our T's because, you know, we could get a cease and desist. So, you know, it's been a very expensive battle to get it. But one of the things that is going to be really exciting, and especially to have an entrepreneur like yourself on the platform, is that we're adding a tipping component. So that's going to be, while we're working on the regulatory action items and everything like that, what we're doing is we're adding tipping, which is basically a philanthropic event where, let's say the pitch is happening right now. People in the audience will be able to, give you, or actually myself, more likely it's going to be you than anyone, to basically, hey, you know what? I don't want to invest into Planeaccion, but I actually want to give him $10, because he has a great idea. I love it.
Oh, that's great, man. Yeah, it's like, I like this guy. I will give you $10 or $50, like in YouTube, right? Like,
Dude, and here's the thing. People told me, they're like, why would anybody do that? And I was like, first of all, this is becoming huge. This is huge right now in two industries. One of them actually is the porn industry. They said, people don't know this, but the porn industry is very, very first to market with a lot of new stuff. Then secondly, is one of the biggest markets and one of the biggest upcoming industries in the world, which is the gaming industry, right? So look at Twitch and what's happening with them. Tipping is huge, okay? It's huge. And then one thing I came to find is one of the biggest platforms in South America, crowdfunding platforms, is called ideas.me. So many projects, like it's thousands of projects have been funded. And if I'm not mistaken, it's like over 100,000 that have been actually funded on the platform. They're not being funded for equity. They're not being funded for services or products. They're being funded out of the goodness of people's hearts. So I was like, oh my God, I was like, this is crazy. I was like, this was like the next level, the evolution in the meantime, while we're working on getting our atomic swaps to market, to come up with these tips, so that during a tip, and sorry, we're going on a tangent now, but I am very excited about what's happening. I'm glad that you brought this up. So it's like the tipping will just change the game, and it's fun. Like, let's say I do like your project. I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just send you $20, $25? Send you $50 because you like what you're doing. Like, you have a great idea. Let's take you to market. And like people don't realize that. Let's say, for example, we have a small child from Nigeria, and then the audience gives them like $200-$300. That $200-$300 could change the village. People don't realize, right? It's like that $300. Maybe that cannot change the world, but you change the world of a person, and when you change the world of that person can change the world. Yes, amen. Great way to put it. Great way to put it. No, I love it. You can tell, like, I'm glad you're excited about what we're doing, and I hope you continue to be a proponent and taking pitches, because we're very close to getting the tipping going. So, but with that being said, go ahead and like give me and the audience your pitch. I want to hear more about this project that you have going on and everything.
Yeah, sure, man. And congratulations. And if sometimes you want to talk more about ideas or something about the platform, I think I just want to help if I can help with something.
Thank you.
Thank you. If I can do it, I wish I can do it with more stuff. But right now, I am as stuck as you guys with my project in a different way. Mm-hmm. So it's like right now I have this software. It's a okay. I will make the pitch. So I saw a problem, like I saw a big problem in the industry, and it's ahead of time also, but it's not so much ahead. Right now, there are a lot of mentors, a lot of gurus, a lot of these guys that teach some marketing skills, sales skills. Like you can see Scott Alfors, you can see Dan Locke, you can see Mary Smith. Like all of these guys, all the teachers, all the coaching, all of this stuff, they are the main use of the mentorship programs are how to make money, how to make 6 figures, how to make 7 figures, how to make 8 figures, how to be successful, how to be but it's the ability to make it happen, right? It's like how to sell, how to market, how to run Facebook ads is the ability. But the problem here is like 92% of the people in the world, they don't understand what are their objectives, the objectives that they made in the year, they didn't reach any of them. So for the New Year's Eve, they tell to themselves, okay, I will do this, I will have this objective. 92% of the people in the world, they didn't get it. And these guys, they don't know why they are doing what they do. So that's the biggest problem that we have in the world, that not all the people are like you or maybe like me that understand the consciousness that you need to have in the journey to enjoy it and to create the purpose. Meanwhile, you enjoy the journey. To understand that, you need to have a lot of experience in life and doing a lot of stuff to really understand that life, it's a journey. It's not just going through the objectives. So the main problem right now is that people, they have separate package of information. For example, you have Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor teach about the paradigms, about the functions, but he don't teach about how to take action. Then you have Tony Robbins, that he teach how to understand yourself, but he doesn't teach and he doesn't go through a program to take action. So there are some of these guys that are teaching people to understand who they are, what they are doing in their life, and how to be conscious in their life. But the problem is that they are not closing the circle. So, for example, I need you to understand the concept so you can get exactly what I am doing right now.
And by the way, I'm a big personal development junkie, and I've spent a lot of money, so I know exactly what you're talking about. A lot.
Okay, man. Okay, man. So we are on the same page, right? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
No,
so.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. It's great stuff. The stuff that I am going to tell you right now, it's like great stuff. It's like all my a lot of travels, a lot of stuff going on with this stuff that I create right now. So, okay. So the first principle is that you need to understand who you are and what you want to be in different areas of your life. Not just that the final objective. No. What do you want to be in your health and fitness? What do you want to be in your spiritual part? What do you want to accomplish with your family? What do you want to accomplish with your sons? What do you want to accomplish with your energy levels? So there are 14 areas in your life that you need to understand and you need to be conscious about so you can create the life of your dreams. So the first part is to do that exercise. And when you understand in that moment, what do you want and what do you want to be, that can change in the future, it doesn't matter, but you have a clear vision of what you want in that moment. And that's the important part. So when you do this, understand what are you doing and where are you going. When you do that, you can create objectives. And the objectives that you create is like exactly as Google does it. It's like you can use the KPIs, the 3-month objectives, 1-month objectives, then weekly objectives, and take action about the objectives. So the second part of the mentorship is to create a plan, to create a strategic plan to have the life of your dreams that you made in the first phase. And then the third phase is to actually take action, right? It's like, everything is to take action. But the problem about the people is that sometimes they don't understand who they are, and they try to take action, but it's stupid to take action without understanding what you want. So that's why people cannot make constant action, because all of them, 92% of them, they don't know why they are taking action. And that's why people cannot be constant.
Because of the indoctrination of society, the injection of values of others tells them, hey, you should be doing this. When in reality,
exactly.
A lot of people go to college and they're going to college for the wrong shit. And then they're like, oh man, like I went to college for 4 years and this is not even what I want to do, because they were taking the injection of everyone around them. Instead of figuring out who the hell they really are, you know, they had to learn that lesson.
Yeah, that's it. And exactly as you said, imagine that these guys, they just watch a course in Facebook and they see a guy that have a Lamborghini and have a Ferrari, and he said that he can make you 6 figures with an e-commerce. So he will be like, oh, I want money, but they don't know why they want money. And they go, they pay for the course, they pay for the mentorship, but they don't take massive action like maybe you take and I take all day working in our meaning of life, of what we want to achieve, because we don't need motivational videos. We don't need anybody to have some inspiration for us. We don't need anything of that. We just need ourselves to understand our purpose. So it's like, okay, and there are some guys that they understand what they want to do, but they skip the second step. They don't plan. They don't have the objectives. So they understand that, and they are fucked. They are fucked. So and there are people that they just plan, but they never take action. So they are the worst of everyone of them. It's like the guys that they just plan. They just plan and procrastinate all day.
Yeah, for sure. So tell me, so what is this? So what you're trying to do is from what I'm getting is that you're trying to integrate basically different practices that different gurus and mentors and all this are basically doing into like one course. Can you give me, like, if you had to give it to me in short, but pretend that you only had 20 to 30 seconds to tell me exactly what this is. Tell me exactly what that is in 20 to 30 seconds in the most simplest form that you can give it to me in.
Yeah. Okay. In Spanish is Planeaccion. It's like action plan. So it's a way to take action with your soul, with who you are first, and then take massive action. So the course is a 5-week course where I have everything is automated in the platform. And then after the course, I have 15 mentors. But these mentors, they don't talk about marketing and sales. No, they talk about how to be honest with yourself. They talk about values, principles, and habits. So you can create a lifestyle with the knowledge that you get. So the idea is to do a new model, learning as a service. It's like people go and with $25 a month, they get the course, they get the mentorship, they get the community, and they can go with the mentors if they have a question, and then they can talk with them. But it's a place where you don't talk about marketing, sales, and this stuff. No, this is the root. This is the first place they need to go to figure out what the fuck is happening with their life. And then they can go with the gurus of marketing and sales. But
once they got the foundation down. And is this gonna be where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Mexico.
Yeah, from Mexico. Where in Mexico are you? What city?
Well, my city is in Cancun. Right now, I am in Oaxaca.
Oh, okay, cool. We're actually going to go like for a retreat this year. We're actually going to go to Cancun, but we might have to stay in the United States. Actually, that's funny.
That's
in a month. Okay. So are you?
And sorry. And for this, I have everything. Everything is done. I have the course. I have all the videos. I have created everything. That's why I have a green screen here. Yeah. So I have created all the videos, my experience, like I have a curriculum that people.
And is this in Spanish? Is this in Spanish?
Yeah.
And there's gonna be
right
more
now,
from South America?
Yeah. Right now it's in Spanish. And
I think that's better. I think that's better because there's a big, like one of the things too, like I have a course that I created for the e-commerce industry. And one of the things that I was planning on doing, I just had to scale my other companies, was I actually was going to because I know Spanish also. I'm half Argentinian actually. So I'm actually going to translate it into Spanish so I could bring it out to the Spanish market because I know how huge it is and they're missing so much of that, especially personal development. Oh man, there's not a lot of people in that space. It's crazy. So I think it's a huge potential. Like you're in a good place for that. Yeah.
It's huge. And it's like, I have created, like right now, I don't to create the app that I want to create. Right now, I don't have it. But that's why I create a first phase. So I grab a Notion app and I create a big template with everything. It's automized. So the guys have a course, then they have like a digital notebook where they can write all their life and they can just in the app have everything together. And when we are successful in this, when we have maybe 2,000, 3,000 students, then we can create an AI app, like a personal assistant for you to help you grow and to take action. So imagine like Nike Fitness app, but easy to use for people to take action, like having a coach in real time to tell you, hey, you have 3 habits that you haven't done today. Hey, just do it. Just do this. Just do this. And a community to help everyone grow. That's the second step. Right now we have this one, and what I need right now is the investment for taking all the ads, for doing all the advertising, and then to translate it in English so we can create a big marketing campaign. So I have marketing. I have background in tech, I have a software company. So it's like, I am really excited about this. It's like in software, it's business to business. It's like when you reach the market, it's a little more difficult because you are not going to the final client. With this one, I have talked to a lot of friends and a lot of guys, and they are like, man, this is cool. This is great. So I have done everything that I can right now. But I am looking for opportunities to have some money to make the ads. But if I don't get the money, I just go in with the affiliates and some strategies over there to make it happen. But for now, that's it.
Okay, so let's
talk. I'm sorry for having so.
No, it's okay. I just have a few questions now. So with Planeaccion, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or what, but what have you? How much money has either been invested, or how much have you invested bootstrapping into the business thus far to make what you have? And have you done this all by yourself? Like
yeah. It's like right now I have the software company, but I hire a person to help me to grow that part of the business, and I just decided that I will join some other ventures because I am really obsessed about personal development. So I make everything by myself. Everything is like maybe $2,000 or $5,500 cost me everything because I have the software, I have the WordPress for the course templates. I have the affiliate stuff. I have like everything together in the past. I just make some programming over there to make it happen. I made the course. I made the template in Notion. It's like, I made everything.
All right. So you want to raise $100,000, right? Correct. Is that correct? To basically get to the next level. Okay. So with $100,000, can you break down just really quickly what you're going to do with $100,000?
The first part, the $50,000 that we will use in the first 6 months, it will be just for Facebook ads. So it will be just advertising. not just Facebook ads, sorry. It will be Facebook ads, it will be LinkedIn, it will be Instagram, and it will be Google AdWords. But just it will not be just for advertising. It will be also for branding, because I will need a lot of branding and a lot of PR to make this work. So the first $50,000 are just to get a lot of people, to get a great branding, to get together, to get this momentum going, and also to create a remarketing campaign so I can get maybe 100, 200 affiliates so they can just send traffic to the website, and then with the remarketing campaign, I can make the sales and I can make it easy for them. So
and who would be doing this marketing? Is that you, or do you have an agency? Like, who's doing the marketing?
Oh yeah, well, for this project, because I don't have resources right now in this project, it will be me. But if I have the resources, we will hire my marketing, the 2 or 3 guys of my marketing company to make it happen. Right now, I am myself, but with the money, I will create the team. I will create everything to make it happen. So,
and have you sold any of these? Since you say that this is ready, has this even gone to market, or are you just brand new? Like, you just finished it, so you haven't even taken this to market yet?
Yeah, I have a pre-launch. I have 150 people that are subscribed right now because I made it free for the first 30 days so we can get testimonials. So these guys are doing everything. They are in the week of the course. They are left 2 more weeks, and then we will get their testimonials. So these guys are like, man, this is crazy. This is amazing. So it's great feedback. So I can be confident about this is not a crazy idea of mine. No, this is something that it's really working. And in the 2 weeks later, we will see how we change that and then how they progress in the platform. Because because the business model, check out this, and this is great for the course and the mentorship programs. It's like it's just one fee, okay? It's $25. That's it. But it's not like if you pay 50, you get this. If you pay 75, you get it. No, it's 25. That's it. But if you get to the second month, you get you get 5 hours of mentorship. If you go to the third month, you get 1 pass to the master event in December next year. If you get to the 4th month, you get this. So we are unlocking stuff in the months that they are going through, so they can follow up and they can get value. Well, and then the other $50,000 are for the application. Man, if we do this application, I have everything in my mind to make it happen. I have also the software in the Notion app. I made the templates, I made everything, but I have in my mind.
So you haven't written it down though, like you haven't written it down into a business plan just yet?
Oh,
like,
no, yeah.
I was like, how was that just in the mind, right?
No.
You can't write this stuff down. Okay, good.
No. I have everything together. No, I was just talking right now about the application, the app, the iOS and Android app. Like this one, when we create this will be like massive, because it will be like a Kindle, but to take action. It will be like a little Kindle that you can write your note, you can do everything, but it will be just a place for you to have your life and to take action with other people. So imagine if we have that database. Imagine if we know what other people are taking action in that moment, and we can chat with the people that are taking the same action as we. We can chat with people that they are doing the exact things that we are doing in this moment in different parts of the world, and then we can improve ourselves. So the first part is to have the consciousness of doing this, and then we will have the app. So $50,000 is for the app. So
got it. Okay, so what are you spending a lot of your time on? So you have a software / marketing agency? Like, what exactly is what you do? right now? What is it what you do?
Yeah. Right now I have two businesses. The agency that we have 4 businesses over there that I have a recurring fees, because my model as an agency is I don't charge money, but I get money for every sale that we made in our automation of the marketing. So that's what make me the money, to have the money to put the money in the software. So I have this business to have the other business. SaaS Cloud, that it's the other software. It's a style SAP software platform, so you can build. We have a business process manager, and we have some stuff over there, so we can create software fast. We are developing and developing and developing. So almost all my money is going to that part of the business. And then I decide that I was not the right person to run that part of the business, because I hire a person that is perfect because he has the technical skills of the AI that we need to make it happen. So he have the operational skills, and then he have the AI and machine learning skills. So I have the operational skills. I am great at that, but I don't have the AI knowledge, and I don't have that part of knowledge. So I made the decision to leave that part of the business to him. So for that business, I made, maybe I have for me to live, I have $3,000 a month. All of the money, everything, it's with the other business. SaaS Cloud, I trust in that business, but it will take a lot of time to go through, because we are also ahead of the market right now. For the other business, they are making me money right now, but my expertise, because it's like all my life.
I would say that this project here is more like what you love to do. Basically, this is where you're more inspired. I could tell that, like, this is more inspirational. This is more like mission driven. This probably fulfills you more, is my guess. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, you are correct. It's like I got another business to understand what's my purpose. It's like, but I cannot close that business.
And that's normal. Right? It's not about closing it. Like, there's a guy that spoke at one of our masterminds. His name is Greg Reed. He actually wrote the book called 3 Feet from Gold. And he basically was studying people that made, from figures. So basically $100 million to $1 billion. And one of the things that he figured out, and this is actually something very similar to what I do, because we have Pitch Investors Live, and then I have another company that basically makes us a very successful e-commerce brand that makes us all the money, and then we put it into like what inspires us and everything like that. Investing also. Invest in companies that something that we align with. So it's like there's nothing wrong with those companies. It's just good to, like, if you can systematize them enough to basically help you get the funds to become more self-actualized or actualize ideas that you have. So that's really important. So my question is, what are you giving up? What are you giving up for $100,000? So, like, what is it that if I had $100,000, what am I getting for $100,000?
Yeah. First of all, the idea is $100,000, but we can make it. The reality is that we can make it with $50,000, or we can make it with $25,000 without creating the app. But if we get the $100,000, I will give you 50% of the company, but I can buy 40% of the company at double of the price in 2 years. So you can get 2 times your investment, and you can get 10% of the company in 2 years. So that's the deal. If I don't get the money back, you keep the 50%. If I want to buy the shares in 2 years, I can buy 40% of the shares, and I can give you back twice the money that you give me in the valuation of the shares that are in the moment, that are right now, and you can keep the 10% to keep going in the business with me.
So this is my take, my honest opinion on this one. So one of the things is that I've also been in the course world and everything like that. So It is a pretty substantial amount of money to be asking when there's like no revenue at the moment. You know, there's like nothing really going on other than just basically a great idea. You're an amazing person, you know, like you're talking some great concepts. So I love that part. I like you as a person. But when it comes to the monetary side, to justify basically, because here's the thing, this is what you're telling me, right? So like, this is just like my feedback on this. It's like, okay, you know, like, especially if I'm going to put $100,000, I'm going to get 50%, great. But then you're telling me, oh, wait a second, 2 years down the road, I can buy it back. Because like for someone like myself, for someone that wants to take an investor that wants to take, there's a pretty big risk. It's a highly riskable venture for now because there is no revenue. Everything is brand new. You know, you have had success in your other businesses, so that helps, of course, you know, but there's a brand new model, right? Most businesses fail in the first 2 years too, right? Yeah. So to tell me that in 2 years, you can buy it back for double when I'm taking such a huge risk in the beginning, that honestly is not that appetizing. It's more like, wait a second, like, nah, like that's not something I would want to do. You know, it's like you're basically taking away all the risk that I just took, which is $100,000 into something that basically is very pre-phase, pre-revenue. There's nothing that has been like actually locked down. There's not even real case studies yet. Hopefully in a month, you're gonna have some case studies and everything like that. But to tell me that I'm gonna get it taken away, 40% of it. So basically in a way, it's kind of like, okay, this is a high interest loan that I'm taking all the risk on myself for 2 years to get 10% for $100,000. You know, so that's kind of like what you're telling me. It's kind of like I'm taking a loan, I'm giving you a loan with a very high, you know, let's say it's going to be what, like 45% interest rate or something for it to double in 2 years, and I'm getting 10%. So, and then, but if it loses, then guess what? I'm just out of my money. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, that's just my feedback, you know, like coming from myself. So it's like, you are a little early, just like you said it too. You are a little early and everything like that. But I think you have to get to a space where it's like you're showing that this is possible, and you may want to start with asking for something less. Like maybe it needs to be like, you know, a $10,000 or $20,000 to get started with the Facebook ads and start getting more case studies, and then find an investor that's willing to do tranches. As in like, you know what, I would be actually interested in $100,000. But let me do a $10,000 tranche. You meet these expectations. You meet these at 20,000, and then you go up from there with having a 50% capability. Hey, that's like a no-brainer, and they don't have to risk a lot of money. You know what I mean? And like maybe it's just a risk of $10,000, or it's a risk of like $20,000. So yeah, so that's very interesting. I do know, and here's the reason I also asked you the question about what are you doing also is because I have my course and I spend a lot of money on it, man, a lot of money. And I did sell a bunch of the courses. Basically, they're like $1,000 a piece. But the problem is the reason it wasn't successful. Okay, so first of all, my course was off the chain. I've actually created a bunch of millionaires off my course and my teachings and everything like that. But the reason it didn't go viral and it's much better than what people have out there is because I didn't have the time. And I wasn't able to put in the time into it to make it work because it takes time, rough, you know, getting into it. You know, I had someone in charge of it that they weren't paying close attention to it, and I thought they were going to take care of it. That wasn't a good idea on our end. So it's like, for me, it's like, you know, like, are you really going to be willing to invest the time, effort that it takes to make something like this successful? Because it's not easy. You know, of course, but you do have an advantage that you're in South America. You know, so like you basically, in my eyes, you have a 5x. For real, seriously, like a 5x chance of making it in South America. That's just my opinion. You have a 5x chance of making it more than the United States, because in the United States, all of that stuff is highly competitive. You know,
yeah. And I think you are one of the guys that really make great courses with great information, because there's a lot of bullshit over there. I have seen a lot of stuff. A lot of like really
the reason I made all that stuff is because there's so much bullshit, you know, and like I'm not one of those gurus that, like, you know, a lot of the guys, they fake a lot of the stuff. You know, we did 8 figures in our e-commerce store in the first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Wow. It's actually us doing it. You know, we made some substantial stuff, and we still have that store to this day where people actually want to buy it and everything. So a lot of people, they just have a short snippet of success. They make a course and they tell you they're going to change the world. They show you Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. But that's what you have to understand. That's what you're also competing against. You know, like that's why testimonials are going to be important to show and everything like that. So,
I don't want to waste more of your time, but I want to tell you that I completely get your point. I completely, it's like, it's sometimes maybe it can be no sense, the proposal that I am thinking right now. But I just want to tell you something that maybe it's important. With this type of opportunities, like I have been like in like 25 business, like I have made apps for everything, and a lot of them, they didn't work. I have made stuff for the government. I have made a lot of stuff here in Mexico and in South America. And one thing I understand is that if you punch the market and you punch it right, and you punch it with the right tools and with the right product and at the right time, you can really make a great business. For example, SaxCloud, we got an offer of $35 million for that company. The company that I am telling you right now that is wasting all of my money. I went to Hong Kong with the people of Microsoft, and they give me an offer for that because in that moment, they were creating a business process manager platform, and the stuff that I had in that moment for them, it was really valuable. And they asked me to go with them and with the team to Hong Kong to get the office there and to give me that money. So in that moment, I understand one thing. I understand that businesses are about the timing, are about the moment that you need to be there to make it happen. And in that moment, I say no. And maybe it was not a good decision to say no, because right now I am looking to sell that company in some way. And it's no sense right now because it's not the right timing for the people that want to invest in that moment the money. This why I am asking $100,000 is like, man, you are in early stage. Yeah, I am in early stage, but I completely understand the 360 model that we need to create to make it happen. I completely understand that we will need a lot of money to create the app. I completely understand how to get the team and everything to make it happen. And yeah, I know that it's a risk, but if you have an idea to make it happen, or maybe we can take $10,000 every 3 months and we can achieve some goals, and then we can get another $10,000 and we can make it that way. Yeah, I can accept something like that. Or if you have anybody that maybe can be interested in this, we can make great business. But it's not just about this. It's about open the door to make more stuff in the long term, because I love to be with people that are in the same mindset, that we really want to create some stuff to create a better future. You are doing that with Pitch Investor Life. We are in the same page, and I love it. And
that's what I love is the thing that I love, to be honest, is the entrepreneurial spirit, man. You know what I mean? Like that's what I love. That's what I am. That's what I live. Like the playground, my playground is basically on the internet, in the entrepreneur circles. Like, you know, when people are like, you know, some people say to me, like, I don't turn off, right? So it's like, oh, you work like 100, 120 hours a week. And it's like, that's not what I do. It's like, this is my life. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I do. This is what I love.
It's I go read. It's like, when somebody say that, it's like, why you don't work so many times? It's like, so much time. It's like, why if you love what you do, it's like, why you don't want to work? It's stupid.
I don't need a vacation from what I do because I love what I do.
We are on vacation.
This is vacation. So I love it. Let's stay in contact. I would like to know more about your platform and see as you progress. I was actually telling the last entrepreneur I was talking to that we're having a wall being built into the app. Like, we have some freaking badass stuff coming up, but we're gonna have a wall where entrepreneurs, investors can actually put like, information about their projects and updates. So as you get more updates and everything like that, you put it in there. And I just would like to follow more. I mean, we'll definitely have a conversation. I love that you even give input about our platform and everything. And we are we are changing the landscape for entrepreneurs. Yeah. So, I love what you're doing and that you're hungry and you want to build and everything like that. And you have the right mentality. So it is a little early on it, but I would like to get more updates on where you're going, and see what you're doing. But I definitely think it's like something that once you get these testimonials and people doing it, you might be able to sell some of these just from a regular affiliate to help fund the bottom stage of this. And once you start getting momentum, like you're basically showing this right here, that's when you start getting investors to get FOMO. So your job now is to create FOMO. So and you'll get that money like this. You know what I'm saying? You'll get it like this.
That's it. It will happen like that, and for sure we will talk in the future. So let's keep in contact and thank you.
Connect on Facebook and such. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a great one. Really great meeting you.
Thank you for your time. Bye bye.
Thanks a lot. Thanks everyone.